Angel Reese might feel like she's the center of attention for her outspoken personality and on-court performances, but in reality, she's become a diva and the center of attention for her off-court controversies. Her main controversy comes from her immense jealousy towards her fellow rival and WNBA star, Caitlin Clark. At this point, it's not even about the ridiculous comments that show her obvious jealousy. It's her actions that speak just as loud as her outspoken and ridiculous comments. We all saw Reese's blatant slap on the head when Clark was driving to the rim, and many people had negative things to say about it. Reese has sparked widespread debate and concern about how her actions and words have a negative impact on the league. And as bad as it is that the veterans are so jealous of Clark's rise in popularity, at least they have a place to say something as established veterans. Angel is a rookie just like Clark, and she's just as outspoken as grown women that have been in the league for over 10 years. The craziest part about all of this is that even while Angel has this sense of false entitlement to come at Clark, not a single established veteran has given Reese the same level of criticism that they give Caitlin Clark. Despite the controversy, there's no denying Angel Reese has been a key figure in women's basketball. Her talent and competitive spirit began back at her LSU days, and even while making the transition to the WNBA, she's demonstrated an impressive skill set that's deserving of getting minutes in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, is not just solid, she is transcendent. And that's the problem that Angel Reese has, that she feels Clark is not the only one deserving of that illustrious treatment. Check out this clip of what she had to say about Clark single-handedly receiving the praise she gets.
I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
The friction between Reese and Clark has been simmering for a while, with various incidents highlighting the tension. Instead of focusing solely on her achievements and contributions to her team, Reese has often been involved in subtle jabs and publicly speaking out against Clark. This ongoing rivalry has been characterized by moments where Reese's comments and actions are clearly stemming from jealousy. And the saddest part about it is that it overshadows the positive aspects of her career in the league as a whole. It's no secret that the WNBA is striving to reach the same level of popularity and financial success as the NBA. And while they are still so far behind, they are so lucky to be blessed with this insane level of talent that has come into the league in 2024. But rather than bringing unity around someone like Caitlin Clark who can transcend the league to new heights, it's clear that players around the league hate to see Clark get that praise. And in turn, the league will self-destruct. The WNBA fails to realize that even though the NBA has its rivalries, it's still a league that heavily relies on the unity and mutual support and respect of its players. The WNBA has not shown that level of unity and mutual respect with their treatment towards Clark. Yes, the league's success is not just about Caitlin Clark's performances, but she is the main reason why fans are in the seats. That's just plain and simple. The WNBA and its players need to understand that there needs to be a collective effort to grow around Clark to promote women's basketball and inspire future generations. And when someone like Angel Reese engages in public feuds and commits blatant non-basketball fouls out of jealousy, it creates a negative atmosphere that detracts from the league's overall mission. Player interactions and relationships play a crucial role in shaping the public's perception of the league. Positive interactions where players support and uplift each other can enhance the league's image and attract more fans. Conversely, negative interactions marked by jealousy and rivalry can alienate fans and create a toxic environment. For the WNBA to thrive, it's essential that its players present a united front, working together to elevate the league and support each other's successes. There's no denying that the WNBA has been making significant strides in recent years. It has increased viewership, sponsorship deals for plenty of its players, and a ton more media coverage that the league never had before. They essentially fixed their main problem, grabbing attention and eyeballs on their league. Without having any attention or engagement, no one is going to care regardless. But now that the league has real attention, the league needs to fix their problems related to fan engagement and its public perception. And the actions and attitudes of star players like Angel Reese can have a substantial impact on fixing and improving both fan engagement and its public perception. Sports fans generally appreciate competitiveness and passion, but they also value sportsmanship and respect. Reese's perceived jealousy towards Clark can be seen as a lack of professionalism, turning away fans who might be looking for positive role models and inspiring stories. And I don't want to solely blame the players, because the media does play its role in amplifying such conflicts, focusing on the drama rather than the athletic achievements. But it's so obvious that plenty of the controversy is rooted in jealousy. When fans see players like Angel Reese engage in petty rivalries and jealousy-driven conflicts, it can be off-putting. This can lead to a skewed narrative where the WNBA is seen more for its internal conflicts than for the impressive performances and growth of the league. For the WNBA to build a loyal and expanding fan base, it is crucial that the focus remains on the players' skills, achievements, and the overall development of the league. The media plays a significant role in shaping the narrative around sports and athletes. In the case of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the media has often highlighted their rivalry, sometimes exacerbating the perceived jealousy and tension. Headlines and stories focusing on Reese's comments about Clark can overshadow the actual games and performances, creating a cycle where the conflict is perpetuated and magnified. Public reactions to such media coverage can vary. Some fans might enjoy the drama and see it as adding a layer of intrigue to the league. However, many fans might find it detrimental, preferring to see the players support each other and contribute to a positive and inspiring environment like the NBA. With all the rivalries and even the fights in the NBA, there's always been an immense level of respect that comes with playing in the best league in the world. Very rarely do you see blatant jealousy of another player or team. NBA players show an immense amount of respect to anyone who can make it to this level. The game is at such a high level and too competitive for players to worry about if this player gets a new sneaker deal or this player gets a max contract. They perceive the game at face value. You have to earn your right to play in the NBA and have to continue to play well to stay in the league. In terms of the WNBA, they haven't had this long-lasting of popularity, but they are in a crucial phase of its growth. We can compare the WNBA now to where the NBA was in the 80s. In the 80s, two superstars in Magic Johnson and Larry Bird came into the NBA at a time where the league needed some added buzz and excitement. And while the NBA did a great job promoting them, Magic and Larry had an immense amount of respect for each other. It's not like Magic was jealous of Bird winning MVP or a championship or inking a new sponsorship or contract. It was competitiveness at the highest level, which comes with an immense amount of respect. With Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, it is such a comparable situation, but the outcome is completely different. One young star who is completely jealous of the other. One star who simply can't keep the other out of her mouth. And while it is still very early in both Clark and Reese's careers, they are the two young stars that the WNBA wants to push from not just a talent perspective, but a media perspective as well. And in a league like the WNBA that is still in the early stages of its growth, the marketing matters. And unfortunately for the WNBA, they need to be mindful of how such narratives can affect its long-term prospects. Because truthfully, if the jealousy continues like this, fans will lose interest. Angel Reese's perceived jealousy towards Caitlin Clark poses a risk to the WNBA's public image and growth. The league's success depends on the unity and mutual support of its players, as well as the ability to attract and engage fans through positive and inspiring narratives. This situation raises important questions about the dynamics within the WNBA. The animosity towards Clark, specifically from Angel Reese, tarnishes the league's growth and public perception, and this new look Angel Reese of being this self-centered diva at the pro level is something that the WNBA should fear, because while they think it's good for the game, fans and media disagree, and the ratings will soon follow a negative trend. It is crucial for the WNBA, its players, and the media to work together in promoting a positive image of the league. By focusing on the collective achievements, sportsmanship, and inspiring stories within the league, they can create a supportive and engaging environment that attracts fans and sponsors alike. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, as prominent figures in the WNBA, have the potential to lead by example, showcasing the best of women's basketball and paving the way for future generations. But there needs to be a shift in treatment towards Caitlin Clark, or fans will simply lose interest. But what are your thoughts? Do you think Angel Reese poses a negative asset to the WNBA with how outspoken she is? Let us know in the comments below.